guys and gals, Never here from Drake Green Gaming. Something Mountains Wood of the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of... I completely blanked out for a moment, yo. Roads Yet Travel. There we go. I don't know, I just blanked out. Anyway, alarm saying you were up, and let's go. Alright. Well, good. Seems like everything turned out decent enough. I assume there's more, yeah? Yeah, we can talk more about it later. Yeah, I figured as much. Meetings with her are never just done when you think they are. I'm sure it'll work out, but, you know, if it doesn't, just tell me or whatever. I have some experience with it. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, look, I should head back to my shift. You can tag along and just hang out until... Lieutenant Saris, how unexpected of you to come by without being ordered to. Merrick's eyes go blank as his back stiffens and he's jolted upright. I had only come back to pick something up, but what a stroke of luck running into you. I've been meaning to message you. Your lack of reports has been so predictably disappointing. He seems to be having a lot of trouble even turning to face her. Perhaps you could actually start filling them out on time for once. Or is it the weight of that silly jacket of yours a bit too much? I could always find someone else to... No! I mean no, Captain Bell. She squints her eyes as she struts over to him. Still easily towering over him, she grabs his collar and fixes it slightly. I've been patient, Saris, and I think I've been very fair. You... Is that too much for you? One report a day can't be too hard, I can only wait so long, Lieutenant. She finishes fixing his uniform and steps back, inspecting him one last time. That jacket might not be replaceable, but you? Well, I think we both know already. I want to report tonight, before the 25th mark. Dismissed. Captain! She walks right past his salute and gives me a gentle nod before slipping back into her office. Merrick looks awful. His salute crumpled the moment the office door closed. He's just shaking. I don't know what to do. After a moment, he seems to find me in the corner of his eye. He recenters himself and straightens up, just enough to speak. We should go. Yeah, of course. Taking a slightly more scenic route, I follow the suddenly very stoic security guard down the halls. There's still a shocking abundance of foliage and carpeting, but also something that draws my attention. Huh. Stopping to stare, I can't help but wonder what it's for. Are those orbs floating? That's not actually the coolest thing I've seen today, but its novelty isn't lost on me. Merrick notices I've slowed to check it out, but he doesn't seem too interested himself. What is this? Nothing much, just some trash art they put up. Really? Are you sure? Pretty sure. If you don't know, I can ask someone or... It's nothing! Let's go, alright? I'm sorry, Alright, yo. My tea is done. So I'm going to pour this entire other bottle of water into my tea glass, so the bag will flavor this water. Even though the water is already flavored, I shall have double flavored water. It shall be amazing. Okay. Alright. Fuck, Look, can we just go, alright? I got a lot of shit to get done tonight. Right. Okay. After finding a quiet corner to finish his patrol, Merrick seems to be done for the day, and is now, from what I understand, double-checking that he sent out every report he had to. We haven't spoken much since we got down here. It's been a few marks, and I think it's almost time for dinner. Huh. Alright, let's go get this out of the way. Get what out of the way? The thing Doc was talking about, didn't I tell you? What? No. Oh, shit, sorry. He said he had a surprise ready for you or something. Shit, was I supposed to say that part? Nah, yeah, it says to meet him at the, well, just follow me, alright? Okay. Dusting off, I get up and we head down familiar halls, around familiar corners, and end up standing in front of a familiar door. Merrick, isn't this the library? Mm-hmm. Is this a surprise? What? No! I mean, I don't think it is. Just head inside already. I'm surprised someone is already here, but I'm glad to see it's a familiar face. Surprise! I'm glad you could make it, Rias. I was getting a bit worried. Oh, hey, Doc, are you the surprise? What? Oh, Merrick, did you not tell him? It's been a long day, Doc. Just be happy we got here on time. Oh, I apologize. Well, then no, I am not the surprise. Well, at least not wholly. Huh. I just thought it might be nice to have dinner together. It's been a while, has it not? Oh, that does sound nice. Thanks, Doc. He smiles and I take a seat on one of the couches. But, I think we're missing someone here. Heh, is that unusual? Well, yes, it appears that Rune isn't here yet, but he knows to come when he can. And besides, we have a lot to catch up on. I think we'll be here for a bit. Yeah, I guess you're right. Merrick takes a seat next to me and we start chatting until Rune arrives. After hearing Doc try to explain to us the differences between long and short fur Karain morphology for the 5th time, I hear the familiar sound of sluggish running from outside. They come to a stuttering stop outside, and I hear some faint panting as the room has gone silent. A small muzzle appears in the door. Hello? Did you forget where the library was, or when we were supposed to meet? Eric, you better be nice to that boy. When were we supposed to meet? I gently elbow Merrick, who looks at me confused before just rolling his eyes. Well, come on in, Brune. Doc saved a seat for you. He manages a wave and a gentle smile while making his way inside before sitting across from me. Food is passed around without much fanfare, as everyone tries to get comfortable in the dim room. Once they've settled in, though, all eyes quickly fall on me. Well, now that we're all here, tell us, how did it go? You seem to be doing well, so I imagine it went okay. That, or he's in shock. Oh, don't be so dramatic, Merrick. Honestly, Doc, he's not entirely wrong. Oh, are you all right? We can postpone this dinner if you'd like. Perhaps it would be best to relax for tonight. No, he told me what he thinks happened to me. Rias? I know she might seem large and intimidating, but, the captain is a woman. You know that, right? What? No, Tyr! Tyr, explain what may have happened to me. The professor? Wait, the professor was in your meeting. Well, surely you mean he was brought up, right? No, he was there in the room with me. The captain brought him in and started asking him all these questions. He seemed as confused as I was, but he couldn't tell her no. That's strange. Well, what did he say, if I can ask? When you already know, Doc? Well, some of it maybe, but I'm not privy to everything my father does. What did he say? Huh? Tyr, what happened to you? His words almost silently leave his lips. His face shows no breach of emotion, but I feel he's worried for me. I think they all are, even if they are unwilling to show it. He said it was his fault. I knew it. Care to explain what you mean by that? What do you mean? Surely you know he's up to a whole bunch of weird stuff. What's this sudden musical change? This is weird. And I mean, come on, anyone with that much security clearance has something to hide. Merc, that's highly unprofessional. Just because his work is performed behind closed doors doesn't make it any less legitimate. Yeah? And you'd know? Well, I don't need to be privy to it to know that it's outstanding work. Not privy? Doc, aren't you there half the time? Well, not for all of it. I can't keep an eye on everything that happens there. I have my own work to manage as well. Okay, so I can see this music comes in handy. Oh, can't you though? Guys, please! You know what I mean, Dr. Sinnoh. Even if I could be in multiple places at once, I wouldn't use it for such a pointless task. Pointless? Everything that happens on the station always somehow ends up being his department's fault. Guys? There's no evidence to point to that, Merrick. We must go over this again, Yeah, we do. Cyrus, this is not the time. Grrr. Guys, Rias was talking. Don't you yell at me, you... Alright, shut it, all of you. Fuck's sake, today's been long enough. I don't need you at each other's throats, alright? Mæron lets out a big sigh before pinching his brow. By the heart, you're right. I'm sorry, Rias. I got a bit carried away. Turning to Merrick, he readjusts his glasses and his familiar expression comes back. I'm sorry for yelling, Merrick. But if you'd like to talk about my father's work again, perhaps we could meet some other time. Whatever. Merrick. He manages a burning stare in my direction, but I've already seen much worse today. It's not long before he huffs and puffs and turns away. Look, Doc, there's a lot of shit going on around here. And it ain't your fault, but I'm just worried about what I'm not being told. And perhaps you're right to be. Rias, maybe you could tell us what's happening. As it seems everyone's mostly made up. I tried to recall exactly what was said earlier. He thinks it was something the Mæron did. Kind of? He's certain it was an accident, but in what way he doesn't know. They talked about it for a while, but a lot of it was vague or in terms I didn't understand. He says that on the day I arrived they were doing a test with some kind of new parts or something. Anyways, it's just kept going and going up until it was overloaded. Does that line up with what you know, Mæron?
It's not entirely what I've been told, but I know a little about what you're referencing. Well, I'm telling you all I know, okay? The professor doesn't tell me much, and I wasn't there to witness it. I can't get any closer to the Mæron than you can. In fact, I should be the furthest from it.
What is he... Oh, right, if his neural got messed up, I don't think he'd make it.
But from the data I've seen and what little I've been told, something strange did happen. Mind you, hardly anything feels routine when it comes to working on that damn machine. I mean, I could have guessed that whatever was going wrong that day was your fault, because of you, kinda.
It makes sense, and hearing it from you confirms the suspicions I had, but Dr. Mæron, sir.
Yes?
What is the Mæron? I thought it was just an engine.
It is.
Okay, but what is it really?
I don't understand. Isn't that what you were asking? Well, the Mæron is the experimental engine that keeps the station powered.
Yeah, but Doc, engines don't normally teleport aliens into our laps. Or require as much energy to set up and run. I've seen the reactors back on EO. This is much more complicated.
Well, it is complicated. It's a unique piece of technology. Only Tyr knows how it really works. Only claims to, at least.
That sounds like a fine thing to tell Rias here. Hey, what is that?
But, tell us, Doc.
Tell us, Doc. What the fuck is down there? Look, I know I'm overstepping my bounds here, but this thing is teleporting people, shaking the whole damn station like it's nothing. Don't make me give the security spiel again. You know I just want to keep everyone safe, and I can't fucking do that without knowing what's going on. Alright, y'all. I'm actually going to pause it right here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to have a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all if I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you our silver tier patron, Cade Silver, and thank you above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!